Hello to all. It is I, steamjoe. I hope all is going well for you right now. I am back with another live reaction / review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders, Season 4, Episode 2. It is premiering on Toonami, guys. So let's watch. Here it is.
Glorious fear. It's a natural emotion present in all animals. Now I'm curious. Tell me, what do you think causes fear? There is the kind of fear born of animal instincts, and the kind of fear born of a rational mind that terrorizes humans. Namely, when you encounter a foe stronger than yourself and realize you have no way of fighting back against the unknown, your helplessness begins to sink in and evokes inside of you a terrible and paralyzing fear.
What's the deal?
When you are faced with such fear, you have a number of options before you from which to choose. You might struggle, resist, flee, accept, or freeze. But upon meeting Lord Dio, a new unexpected reaction arises. You feel joy!
How do you think most people act once they feel joy and fear? It's an interesting experience.
Our friend is currently on the plane that Joestar and the others have boarded. He'll greet them accordingly, and they will find it utterly impossible to reach their final destination in one piece.
We'll see. Doing a lot of grunting.
Rhino beetle? No. It's a stag beetle. Hey, Abdul, is that a stand? Are we already encountering another stand user?
It's possible. This could be a stand that takes the shape of an insect.
What the? It hid in the shadow of the seats.
Oh, shoot.
It could be anywhere.
JoJo! It's next to your head! Look to your right! Whoa!
Episode 4,
So huge!
Tower of
That thing
Grace.
has to be a stand! No doubt! It's here for us!
Yeah, that's a stand.
That's disgusting. Just sit tight. I'll take care of it.
Be extremely careful. I've heard that there is a user of an insect stand that likes to rip out the tongues of his victims before they die.
Star Platinum!
It dodged you! I can't believe it! It's faster than Star Platinum, a stand that has the speed and precision to grab a flying bullet!
Then there's no doubt about it. That bug can only be a stand. Where is he? Where is he hiding? Where's the one who's controlling it? We need to find him! He's getting ready to attack! No, damn it!
Oh.
JoJo!
Oh, that is tongue. What the heck?
Star Platinum stopped it with its teeth just in
Oh.
the nick of time.
Just as I feared, it's going after Jotaro Stand's tongue! It's him, represented by the Tower card of the Tarot! Symbolizing calamity and the interruption of a journey, this stand is called... Tower of Grace! Tower of Grace is responsible for countless mass murders, which he made to look like unfortunate accidents. The plane crash last year in England that caused over 300 deaths was likely his work. And how many more have there been over the years? I'd heard rumors. But to think he's teamed up with Dio!
All-Star Films.
It dodged that attack too? Not just from the single hand, but it also dodged a two-fisted barrage of blows! It's so fast!
Even if you had 10 guns to shoot bullets from 1 centimeter away, they would not be able to touch my stand. Not that you could kill a stand with a gun anyways. You're all going to die with the rest of these weaklings.
He has to be on this plane with us. Who is it? Who is the one controlling the stand?
Everybody's asleep.
Which one of the passengers is he? If we can track him down, we can squash him. He disappeared again. Heads up, it's over there now. What's it planning to do?
No, it can't be.
Oh my god. Oh.
Bingo! Got their tongues. Now for the best part.
He's a creep. He's snatching people's tongues out their mouth.
Its definition? To kill everyone! No, it actually did it.
Fine. I'll burn that damn bug alive! Go, magicians, run!
That's all. Just hold on a second.
It's so damn noisy on this flight. What's with all the ruckus?
Be careful!
Might as well go to the bathroom.
You don't see them.
Why is this wet? What's with all this slimy stuff? Yes.
He lost his stitches.
This is blood! Atemi. We have to defeat it before the other passengers start to panic. Easier said than done. Mr. Abdal, using an active stand like your magician's red inside an airborne plane could make it explode, killing all of us. Jojo, if your power were to rip a hole in the fuselage, it'd be a catastrophe. This calls for a quiet and discreet stand. My Hierophant Green is most suited to defeating it. Let me take care of the pest control.
Nah, pest control.
Noriaki Kakyoin, eh? I've heard all about you from Lord Dio. Don't bother. You think you have silence on your side. But your stand cannot keep up with my speed.
So what Noriaki can do?
You sure about that? Emerald Splash! Emerald Splash again!
You seem to think you can hit me if you fire enough shots, but you haven't hit me at all.
Not good. It's dodging everything he throws at it.
Damn.
Kakyoin!
I'm just too fast for you. You're way too slow to get a bingo. And Kakyoin, with my next attack, I'll stab your stand's tongue with this tower needle and rip it out. Won't that be fun?
Emerald Splash!
Don't you get it?
Damn, impossible. How can he win if his attacks don't find their mark?
You'll go mad from the pain once this rips its tongue out. How exquisite!
Is that right? If its tongue's ripped out, I'll go mad from the pain. My Hierophant Green will go mad, all right.
I knew he had a plan.
If it rips you apart, it'll go mad. From pure joy. His appendages had already slipped beneath the seats. I just needed enough time to set up my little trap. You didn't realize I was using my Emerald Splash to keep you in one spot?
Huh?
So that geezer was the user all along, huh?
Oh.
Guess I should have expected as much. A repulsive stand usually has a repulsive user.
That was crazy.
Well, that's strange. It doesn't look like he had Dio's flesh blood in his forehead.
Tower of Grace.
He twisted his hair.
He killed tourists by the hundreds and got paid for it. He'd make it look like an accident. He got away with it every time. I'm sure Dio was able to use him because he was easily bought and blinded by greed.
Something's wrong. It could be my imagination. I get the feeling this plane isn't flying straight anymore.
Nope, it's not.
It's crooked, no doubt about it. Huh? It can't be.
Well, they're just standing there.
Sorry, sir, you can't be up here. The cockpit is up ahead, so passengers may not enter.
I know that.
Sir, wait! He's so handsome.
Move it, bitch.
Damn!
Whoa there. Sorry, ladies. His disrespectful behavior towards you two is incorrigible. But we have an emergency on our hands. Please forgive him for me.
Okay.
What?
This is horrible!
What?
Their tongues have been ripped
Oh
out.
my god.
That rhino bastard. He killed the pilots before we knew he was here.
For all that time, the plane wasn't even being
We're
piloted.
losing altitude fast. The autopilot's been destroyed as well.
Oh,
Damn
man.
it! We're going to crash!
How's he still alive?
My stand at the tower card will signify horrible accidents and the end of journey. I'll keep you from Lord Dio if it's the last thing I do. Even if you manage to survive the crash, you're still 10,000 kilometers from Egypt. Those who swore loyalty to Lord Dio will pursue you relentlessly. You don't stand a chance in hell. There are stands in this world with powers that defy the very limits of imagination. Lord Dio's power is the one that rules over all of them. He is the master of stands, reigning over the world like a god among mortals. There's no way you'll reach them alive.
Susan Q
You
was,
bastards won't even see Egypt.
they're in
Your
control.
death will be swift and painful.
You're definitely professionals. Good thing you didn't scream. That annoys me all the freaking hell. Now, I've got a request.
He's being so rude.
This heap's gonna hit water. This old man's gonna land her there. Go put life jackets on the other passengers and make sure they're buckled up.
Yes, sir.
You got this?
I have some experience with prop planes, but this...
Prop planes?
But, Jotaro, this will make 3 plane crashes for me. Have you ever heard of someone being in a plane crash 3 times? Let alone surviving each one.
Oh, yeah. Like when he was fighting cars.
That settles it. I'm never riding in a plane with you again.
We'll be back, just like Dio. But, you know, without all the murder.
I will eliminate them all.
Toonami. How they landed?
The plane landed 35 kilometers off the coast of Hong Kong. Jotaro and the others had no choice but to head to the city.
Looks like they didn't show.
Hong Kong,
The
Hong
process of
Kong
landing.
Island, Kowloon, the new territories. With more than 235 individual islands in the area, its breathtaking nightscape is known the world over as the $1 Million View.
Yeah,
Hong Kong.
no problem. That'll be fine. Please make sure the only ones aboard are us and the crew. Right. There's been enough collateral damage because of us. By the way...
Hey, big guy! You guys aren't from around here, are you? Want some rice porridge? Can't come to Hong Kong and not try our rice porridge and dim sum. We have some hot cola, too.
Rice porridge. Not bad. Did you know, JoJo? Unlike in Japan, rice porridge is a staple food in Hong Kong. To some, it's quite a delicacy. One bowl, the popular way, with pork and century egg, if you have it.
Coming right up.
In that case, I'll have...
Hey! What? You boys think we have time to eat? We're going to my old favorite. You can wait to stuff your faces there.
Hey, you dandy guy over there. I know you'd
Damn
be
it.
interested in some Hong Kong hot cola.
Hot cola? That's blasphemy. Everyone knows it's supposed to be cold.
Old man, who were you just calling?
Oh, that. I'll explain when we get to the restaurant. Be patient. We need to work out a plan that'll get us to Egypt as safely and quickly as possible. More users are bound to come after us, and that could cost lives.
Right. A plan. I agree with you. We can't allow any more innocent civilians to be hurt because of our failure. The quickest way would be by plane, but that's out.
Indeed. It's now become completely impossible for us to fly to Egypt. You see, if we encounter a stand user like the last one on a commercial flight, we'll cause a disaster, one that will harm many people and might kill many more. With that in mind, we'll have to get to Egypt by either land or sea.
I hear you, but if we fail to find Dio within 50 days...
If we could have stayed on that plane, we'd probably be in Cairo and this would be over. I'm well aware of that. However, it's too soon to worry about it. 100 years ago, Jules Verne wrote Around the World in 80 Days, a story about a man who travels 40,000 kilometers in 11 weeks, using nothing but trains and steamboats. We may not have a plane, but we still have 50 days. We'll be able to travel the 10,000 kilometers to Egypt. And as for the route we'll take...
Let's say.
I say, we go by sea. We'll charter a suitably sized boat, go around the Malay Peninsula, and cross the Indian Ocean, a Silk Road of the sea, as it were.
I believe that is best as well. Crossing by land could be difficult, and we'd have to cross the Himalayas or the desert. If we ran into trouble, we'd lose a lot of time. There are too many dangers.
I haven't been to any of those places using either route before, so I really don't know. I'll leave it up to the two of you.
Same with me.
Then it's decided. Now, the greatest danger that we'll face will be the stand users that Dio sends against us. We'll have to do our best to get to Egypt without being spotted.
There's one of them right there. Look like.
Don't be so jumpy. This is just to let them know we want more tea. If you do this in Hong Kong, they'll usually bring you more within a few seconds.
Nice.
Also, anytime the server pours some tea into your cup, tap the table. It's a way of saying thank you.
Excuse me.
He's informative.
Sorry to be a bother. I'm a tourist from France. Could you help me out? My Chinese is a bit rusty, and I'm having a hard time with the characters on the menu. Could you help me decipher it?
You're annoying. Go away.
Come now, Jotaro, it's fine. Try to be nice to the man. I've been to Hong Kong many times over the years. I can at least read the characters on the menus. Why don't you join us? So, what do you want to order? Dish with shrimp, duck, shark fin, and mushrooms? We'll have this, this, and this. And might as well get some of these. Oh, and this.
That looks
These look
good.
like dishes with beef, fish, clams, and frog.
Indeed, this is quite different from our order.
I knew this would happen. Damn it.
Well, it makes no difference. It's all on me, boys. Besides, it doesn't matter what you order. It's all delicious. All right, everyone, dig in.
Everybody just staring.
Oh, this is... You see that? And you were worried.
Well, they've certainly taken a lot of time to prepare this. It's almost artistic. Take these carrots, for example. Cut into perfect little stars. In fact, it reminds me of something.
No.
I remember now. Someone I know has a mark. A birthmark just like this on the back of their neck.
No way.
Know anyone like that?
Are you another enemy?
What the heck?
Mr. Joestar, look out! It's a stand! Put your stand user!
Whoa, he has such speed with his sword.
My stand is the chariot card, and his name is Silver Chariot, Mohammed Abdal. It seems that I will be disposing of you first. I've carved a burning clock into that table. Before that clock strikes 12, you will be a dead man.
What? Oh my god. To be continued. Okay, so that was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, season 3, episode 4. I'm sorry, season 2, episode 4. That was actually a pretty good episode. I liked how the pacing was a lot different from the previous 3. It was a lot more talkative and informative, and then we got to see the characters, flesh out a plan to go to Egypt because their original plan was messed up, so they had to take a detour. So we'll see what happens, but now they have a new foe who is trying to stop them. Look like we'll see on the next episode what happens, but his stand is a knight. I mean, with a rapier. That's some pretty different stuff, guys. But overall, I thought this episode was actually pretty good. This episode had a nice flow to it. I really did like the flow of the episode. It felt like it wasn't going too fast, wasn't going too slow. It was just the characters trying to figure out how to get to point A to point Z, and which detours to take and everything. I can't wait to see more of this new character, though. I mean, his stand looks really, really crazy. A knight. The stand user who rips out the tongues of people with his bug creature. I thought he was really crazy. That one really took me by surprise. He collecting tongues and then using them to draw on the plane's walls. I mean, that was really, really weird. Probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series so far. And I know it's going to get a lot more bizarre, so I can't wait to see what happens. But I just love how the stands are varied. But overall, this episode had, I thought, great pacing. They had a plan. The writers, producers had a plan for this episode, and it was basically just an information episode. And I like how they paced it all perfectly, I thought. It was really good. The only one gripe I had with this episode was I felt like some of the animations of the characters was kind of wooden. In a few spots, like when they were sitting at the dinner table in Hong Kong, and Noriaki was explaining, the Hong Kong tradition with eating and requesting food. I felt like a lot of that animation was a little too wooden, but overall, I thought the animation wasn't bad. It was just a few spots where it was like, ugh, you kind of tell that they maybe kind of went back a little bit and said, okay, let's not animate too much, let's do just enough, because it's an informative episode, so basically we're just going to explain a lot, have a little action here and there, but it's mostly just figuring out, showing how the characters are going to get from one point to another. But overall, this was another great episode. I can't wait to see this new character and how his stand acts. But overall, good episode. I'm giving this one 8 steams out of 10. This is a solid 8 episode. I just love the pacing on this one. I thought it was perfect. And we'll see how the next one goes, people. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more great content. Thanks for supporting me. And as always, Steam Joe out.